If I was a planner and planning an event, IAC would be important to me. If I was tasked with planning a meeting or an event in a locale that I was totally unfamiliar with, hey, you think you can just get on Google and pull something up, but you really want to go to a trusted source. And IAC sets like the gold standard for conference centers and meeting venues that historically just plan outstanding meetings. Like they're consistent and based on the criteria that you have to be part of IAC, that they're trusted. And it's just easy. You go to their website, it's global, so you can find a venue just about anywhere, type that in, and then you get a selection of venues that consistently have really good meetings, somebody you can trust. So I think that's probably why it would be most important to me and why other meeting planners should think it's important. I think our biggest asset has always been and always will be our people. And the folks at Stonewall, everybody is well trained. And to be a part of IAC, your catering and conference team and your catering and conference managers, as well as your concierge, are all well trained to expedite your meeting to the next level. Like they are not, green second time job. They're meeting professionals. And that's very important criteria with IAC, that you're dealing with real trusted professionals. Our conference space is IAC approved. When you're going to an IAC approved conference space, you're not going to have a pillar in the middle of the room that's distracting people or some people can't see. Our screens come down out of the ceiling. So even if you're last person all the way in the back, you're going to have as good a view of that screen and to gather that information as somebody sitting in the first row. Also, our catering, if you're part of IAC, you consistently deliver a higher level of catering experiences and food quality. And our banquet team is staffed to service that requirement, and they do an outstanding job. They really do. And technology, can't forget about technology. I think if you're having a meeting, you want to know that the technology is consistent and you get there to Stonewall to have a meeting and you can trust in the space, trust in the catering, know that the technology is going to be there and work for you consistently. So you can focus more on your attendees and the agenda and everything that's involved in your meeting that you have to do, and not really so much as those little nuances that come up and worrying about the quality of your meeting. We got that. Not everyone is a designated meeting planner, or we have a lot of administrative assistants or secretaries, people that are planning meetings, sometimes even on a first time planning a meeting, and they don't know where to start, where to go with that. When you're tasked with planning a meeting, you're given a budget, maybe a general area, and you have topics. People are getting together because they have information they want to relay to one another. They want to network. They want to have exchange of ideas. And if you're too busy worrying about the temperature in your conference space, the quality of the food, the batteries going out in your microphones and things, you've wasted your budget because your meeting isn't the quality that you need it to be to make all of those things come together cohesively and complete the task that you were designated. So you get real results. Had a group that got our information off the IAC website. It was a smaller group. However, they weren't familiar with planning a meeting in West Virginia, didn't know where to start, who to look for, and they actually got on the IAC website and is the only IAC-approved conference center in the state of West Virginia. Of course, we popped up and they gave us a call and we talked to them and we did host their meeting. They weren't familiar with West Virginia, had nowhere to go. And IAC was a great hub for them to start. And then they knew, because we were part of IAC, what they were going to get when they got to Stonewall. They were going to have the consistency with the food and beverage, with the conference planning team, with the technology, the accommodations, the meetings rooms, all those kind of things come together. And we also offer a package that makes it budget friendly and easy to plan. And that's an important aspect of IAC, is to make that budgeting and conference plans easy.